Okay, I remember Bruno having these. Yeah. But I think that's cool.
And shout out to
Kinda
all
slay.
the anime fans watching
Cheek
all
rock
around
that,
the
I
world.
agree.
Now, it is my honor to present Anime of the Year.
Who won Anime of the Year? Bro, we need an award show for Overwatch. I know SPB wanted to do something, but I will steal your Bingus board and then tickle your. You wanna lose to J Free? I think it would be a close. I think MLJ or Flats will win. Or maybe Super, actually. If Super is concluded. I don't think we should include Super. Anyways, okay, go fuck. Shut the fuck up, Frogger. Duo win. Guys, type 1 if you want to see me duo Frogger. I DM him every single day and I want to play with him, but he never pulls through because he hates me. Bro, I'm top 8. Is that not good enough for you, Frogger? I'm top 8. I've been grinding so much. Sounds like simp behavior. It's true. I simp for Frogger. You had your chance. The fuck you mean I had my chance? When was my chance? When you came up to me when he said no to Kefri duo, and then you came up and was like, duo? Duo? Question mark? Bro watches and waits for me to say no to somebody else and then ask me for duo. Bro, I'm gonna peak higher. I'm gonna become the Lucio player. I'm gonna steal your fucking job. Is Furger taller than me? I don't think Furger's taller than me. Furger is like Lucio in real life. Jay's not taller than me, bro. Guys, listen. You can't keep listening to people that say they're taller than me. Like, first and foremost, why are people comparing to me? Because I'm not even tall in the first place. Second of all, if somebody comes to you and says they're taller than me, then they're obviously coping. Because who the fuck cares? Because they're not. Because I know I am. You literally saw me and Jay on the podcast together. That couch was so small. There was a comment from somebody saying that Fergie was sitting like a man and taking up too much space. And I think that was fucking funny. And he was like really angry at Fergie for sitting like a man. And he's like, oh, she's clearly trying to be the man of the podcast or something. I was so angry that Fergie was sitting. When me and my broskies are sitting there and chilling. You know what Overwatch should do? My favorite aspect of Overwatch is that they censor words. No, my favorite aspect of Overwatch is that, rightfully so, they punish people for saying toxic stuff all the time, but they still allow people for typing slurs for no apparent reason, and people can slur the fuck out of you, but nobody can type GG easy because that is way too toxic. I think it's really funny that they replace and censor GG easy, but they don't censor slurs unless you actually go in and put it as a filter. POV, Blizzard developers got trashed by somebody in rank so much that they got angry at people typing GG easy. But slurs are fine. Please, can we just add the same filter to the slurs? That'd be awesome. Can you imagine how funny it would be? Can you imagine how funny it would be? Because it would be like, somebody, you would see in text chat, gee whiz, that game, my mommy tells me it's time to sleep. And you just know that this guy typed the hard R. I think the concept would be so funny. It would be infinitely funnier. It would be so funny. I think it would be funny. And then gets banned instantly. If you type GG easy. But if I type... Okay, I would... No, I won't do it. No. A part of me wanted to start typing it as a joke, but then I thought this joke will go too far. Bro, I can make some fucking banger drama. I think... Okay, I have a better patch notes. I think what they should do when somebody types a slur is they should instantly get deleted from the game. I think it would be really funny if they just instantly just kick you out from the game and ban your account the moment you type the N-word. Like, just nuke you. Can you imagine somebody... And... Can you imagine if it worked in voice chat as well and somebody just starts saying the first few letters of a slur and then they just disappear from the game? Bro, this guy's stupid. They would lose all their player base. No, they wouldn't. Because people would just stop typing it, bro. Look, no matter how people say this, people stop doing stuff when they get punished for it. Okay, listen. If saying a slur would result to a death penalty, people wouldn't slur. Okay, do you think that OGE and the other guys that were getting cancelled for slurring would have been slurring in DMs if there was a death penalty attached to it. Because I think not. Have fun with that law when someone... Bro, I'm not serious, obviously. I think it's a horrible idea. There's a reason why the death penalty is stupid. You can always accuse somebody of saying a slur and just fucking nuke them. It's not effective because the first death penalty... The youngest person that had a death penalty on them was like 11, and it's because they stole bread. The death penalty is decided by society and by the laws at that point. Like, doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It is sad. Also, there's so many cases of people getting incarcerated even though they're not guilty. And having the death penalty, you can never prove that they're innocent because they're just dead. Also, if the point of prison is to re-educate and re-implement citizens into, or like crime doers into society, what is the point of, you know, killing them? There's no point to prison at that point. A danger to society. At the end of the day, I feel like crime rate is directly linked with the need of the people. And if there are more needs of the people that are met, there will be less crimes. Because I feel like the amount of people that do crimes just because they love it is a lot lower than the people that do it out of necessity. And punishing people for trying to survive is not the right way, because then you're gonna increase the crime rate. There is death penalty in America, in Belarus, in Russia, China, Japan, I think. I still has it. Belarus, yes. I think it's funny that America has it. North Korea. How's the prison in Bulgaria? I haven't visited yet, so I don't know. But I think a lot of people have a wrong idea of prisons, in the sense that they want prisons to be this hellhole where people like suffer. But then if people just suffer in prison like it's hell, then you will never solve the problem of re-educating the people that do wrong or trying to re-implement them in society, because they're just going to keep interacting with other people that are also crime doers, and nobody's trying to improve themselves because they're living in hellish conditions, and their needs aren't met. So what the fuck is the point? You don't solve crime. When they come out of prison, they're still gonna do crime. I know I'm talking about this. Thanks so much to tier 1. That's why for a lot of people it's really weird when Nordic countries have really good prisons with really high quality and stuff, but I think that is the right approach. I also think privatizing prisons like America does is probably stupid. Crime is bad, but people do crime because they need to do crime. I feel like a lot of them. I think outside of cartoons, there's very little people, as I said, that are inherently just evil and doing evil stuff. It's either really young people that don't know any better, people that do it out of necessity, or young people that do it out of necessity. And everything can be fixed with education and just normal, you know, society. Instead of looking to punish people for doing crime, maybe we should start looking into things that cause people to do crime in the first place. With proper education, less young people would do stupid crimes, and with proper living standards, less people will commit crimes to just, you know, meet their needs. Still gotta put greed and corruption. Yeah, but greed and corruption doesn't get punished. Greed and corruption is committed usually by the people in power that actually put people in prison. I think many people that steal and rob, they don't do it because they're like imagine you're some silly little dude and you're like little and you're just a silly little goober and you live in a poverty or like in a poor family and you steal just to provide bread for your family. Then you get incarcerated. You don't get incarcerated, but you get some shit on your fucking thing, and then you can't find a job to get a normal job to pay for your shit, so you can't afford living conditions because everything's so fucking expensive, so you go back to doing crime because you know you're never gonna get a second chance. I think instead of shutting down second chances for people, we should help them find a second chance and integrate them into society. Unless they're obviously a danger to society, but their obvious dangers to society are so little and far in between. There's obviously sociopaths, but those people are different. Those people just aren't functioning human beings. Yeah, but violent crimes are also done out of, like, I'm not saying all violent crimes are done out of necessity, but I'm saying some are maybe done out of necessity because other people are trying to be violent towards them, or somebody tried to rob them, or there's gangs. And why is there gangs? Because of necessity. There's a lot less gangs and, you know, mafia stuff in countries that are, you know, like fucking Finland and stuff. While in poor countries, you're gonna have way more gangs and organized crime, I feel like. Because in more developed countries, the organized crime is the government. At the end of the day, a lot of people that kill other people is a crime of passion. And why is it a crime of passion? It's usually because they're, you know, really unhappy with their life. They haven't sought professional help because they don't have money for professional help. Professional help is not being sought because it's not normal for them. And, you know, at the same time, if you're always irritated by everything in your life, because everything in your life is super stressful and irritable, like in the Joker, for example, there's a way higher chance of you committing a crime like killing somebody because you just break because society pushes you over the edge. But if everything was met and you knew how to interact with people and seek professional help when needed, and you had the opportunity to seek for professional help without going into millions of dollars into debt, maybe more people that are troubled would seek help and not commit these crimes. I think at the end of the day, we should look into why somebody kills someone and why it happens so often in a certain place and try to solve that instead of punishing the person and having more people spawn in that commit crimes. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but I got going. Kill criminals inherently doesn't solve anything. Because kill criminals does not mean we're gonna have less criminals. As a matter of fact, we'll probably have more criminals. Because when you kill a criminal, the underlying issue is still there. And maybe, now their family doesn't have a father to support them, or you know, they're mad and angry, and you know, more tensions arise and more binguses. Again, my point is that it's not as simple. It's like, imagine you're playing StarCraft. If you just keep killing units, you never actually, you know, get a victory. You need to destroy the fucking base. Exactly, the government should play the objective. In my mind, there's a lot of people that commit crimes, like smoking weed, right? Does that mean you have to execute this guy for smoking weed or ruining his life? Like, imagine you smoke weed, because weed is harmless, and you're in a state or a place where weed isn't exactly legal. You get in prison, incarcerated, and now you can't get a fucking job because you're a fucking danger to society. Isn't that stupid? So what are you gonna do? You're gonna start stealing and committing crime. You're gonna get pressured into doing more and more illegal stuff, and if you do crimes that are more minute, eventually you might kill somebody because of the situation that arises. Just to get out of a problem. Because society put this tag on you that you're a danger just because you decide to do some weed. I'm not talking about weed in specific, but like, even with people that do drugs, like, why put them in prison and ruin their life completely? They will never fucking counteract this shit. And if there's a lot of people that do drugs where you are at, and it's ruining their lives, maybe we should look into why they're doing the drugs. What compels them to do drugs? It's usually because they are not living a happy life. And also, when you have prisons privatized like in America, at this point what happens is that the government doesn't try to help people, it tries to get more people into the prisons because they need to get paid. I'm not exactly sure how it all works, but I know they get paid based on how many people are in prison or whatever the fuck. If they get the dealers, not the customers, yeah, but why do people deal drugs as well? Like, my point is, why is it that some countries have way more drug dealers and people that do drugs and some don't? Isn't that more interesting of a question than just saying, oh, like every time you deal with a drug dealer, there will be another drug dealer to take his place. If you paid more people normal salaries, less people would sit there and sell drugs, because selling drugs, if it was that simple, it wouldn't be a problem. I never said first and foremost that it's simple. Second of all, it's always gonna be a problem, but why isn't it such a big problem in other countries while it's such a big problem in America? No, that's my point. Like, if you just go for a drug dealer, somebody else is gonna start dealing drugs in his place because they want the money. If everyone was getting a normal salary and getting paid normal living wages where they can afford rent and buying a house eventually in their lifetime, plus paying for their bills or hospital bills, there would be way less people selling drugs in the first place. Because why would you even deal with that when you already get everything? Why do people sell drugs? For the money. If you get the money for just being a normal human being and doing normal work, why would you sell drugs? Second of all, whoa, I'm not saying it's gonna cause for there to be zero drug dealers, but I am saying that you have way less people just doing it and trying to make stuff. There are no real evil people. I didn't say there are no real evil people. Guys, you're taking my words out of context. I said there are real evil people. I'm saying that majority of people outside that exist and living their lives, they're not real evil people like in cartoons. The real evil people are usually on top and doing stuff that we can't even comprehend most of the time. But that guy that stole some bread, or that still little dude that, you know, that's that single father of two is trying to feed his family and rob the store. Maybe we should ask why he had to go and rob the store in the first place. Maybe we should ask why is his entire family alcoholics and stuck on drugs. What led him to that path? Maybe we shouldn't be... Maybe we should try to understand each other a bit. Maybe we should try to help each other. Yeah, people can change. We should give people chances to change. But we don't give people chances to change. Yeah, so what if somebody fucking robbed the store, bro? Let them, you know, give him a second chance. Did he rob the store because he's stupid, or did he rob the store because he needed money? Whoop, 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 whoop. Not every country. I think... Okay, I have a theory. I think countries should focus less on having metropolitan big cities where everyone lives and focus more on distributing their people around the country. Like Germany. Germany doesn't have like one giant city that everyone lives in. They have multiple big cities. I feel like when you put too many people in the same place, it gets so chaotic and miserable, people get depressed and gets really rough. And it's really hard to maintain stuff. Yeah, London type shit, Moscow type shit, Paris type shit. I think once you start stacking people in the same place, like, I think London is obviously much smaller than Bulgaria, but at the same time has like 4 times the population of Bulgaria. We have like 1 million people in something. We have 6 million people in Bulgaria. Yeah, but if you spread out the people and you invest into infrastructure around the country instead of in one big city and provide ample job opportunities for other people outside of the main city, there will be less people stacking up in the same place and less people getting depressed, because it gets really depressing looking at thousands of people and waiting in line every day because people were not created to sit there and fucking, like, I don't know how to explain this, but when you go to London, especially as Bulgarian, you have so many people everywhere, you get decentivized, or you get, how do I say it? You get disconnected from people and humanity in general, because there's so many people, it feels like you're swimming in cockroaches. Because there's more people than cockroaches running around. And you're like, wait, I'm not that special, and then you get depressed, and then it gets depressing to live there, because it's really expensive. And then you don't have a sense of community either. So I was feeling, what if countries stop investing in one big city, because that thing will collapse eventually, and you start investing in other cities and pushing people to spread out a little bit. Maybe things will be a little bit better. I think the idea of like focusing on one city is just stupid. Take sure. Bro, okay guys, you genuinely tilt me so much. Me, when I mentioned that maybe living like fucking rats in a fucking small city all together with 20 million is depressing, and you instantly say, well, it's not the sole reason of depression. Like, you are so stupid, you tilt me so much. You! Frogger's just DM me and send me a voice clip. I wonder what that is. Okay guys, wanna hear Frogger's DM?